Hi, it's Tipton, and this is my personal creative project video covering my personal creative project and what I have created. So to start off, how I got the idea was I was thinking about my creative outlets, since this is a creativity and problem solving course. And my three main creative outlets are music, reading, and art. I love those three things very much, and when I'm stressed, I find myself indulging in at least one or a few of those, just to relieve stress and to get my mind at ease and ready for any creative endeavors that I may find myself in. So to prepare, I just basically gathered my materials that I needed, and for my project I needed a vinyl record, an old book that I don't mind tearing out the pages, Mod Podge, and a foam brush, and you will see what I created in just a moment. So for research, I talked to my aunt, Anna Sieber-Shaw, who is a Kansan artist who's been recognized for various different awards with her art, and I just talked to her about ways that I could combine the three in their most raw form to create one thing that kind of represents and resembles all three of them, of music, reading, and art. And so I'm just going to go ahead and show my project. So this is what I created. I basically just took a vinyl record. It's Johnny Mathis, I'm Coming Home, if anybody's a fan. And I took pages out of a book, just a book that I got from Goodwill, and I Mod Podged them around the black part. So the record, which you can see, represents the music aspect. The pages that are Mod Podged on represents the reading aspect, and then the project as a whole represents the art project. So this is how I combined those three elements to make them just one thing and represent all three of my creative outlets. And finally, some challenges I had was going back and forth between ideas. I wasn't sure if I wanted to, create a work of literature for reading, a song for music, or an art project, but I realized that I have been around music my whole life, so that really wouldn't challenge me creatively. And for reading, I didn't really want to create a work or an essay to read because I didn't want to. And so I chose art because it is more out of my comfort zone. Art is something that I enjoy viewing and just admiring. However, I had never really indulged in art before, so I decided to create an art project that is somewhat out of my comfort zone and something that I have never really done before for this project. Another challenge was gathering materials for a reasonable price, which at first I thought was going to be difficult because most vinyl records are $20+, but I just went to a local Goodwill and I got the vinyl and the books, and then I had Mod Podge and a foam brush at my house, so that's what I was able to use. And finally, the last challenge was how to create my project. Again, I was just going back and forth between ideas, and I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do or how I wanted to cover it. But in the end, I think I created something that embodies all three of my outlets. And yeah, so here is once more my personal creative project. All right, thank you so much for listening.